our celebration for getting the car. And
Big night out.
All coming back safely to us.
Going out for food and to see some live music. But I bet we're home for 9.
9:30.
Big night out for us, isn't it?
Canal side treats in Newbury. So we've just had some food inside, which was lovely, and we've come outside and sitting outside with a bottle of rosé. Lovely. Nice view. That's the lock we came through the other day. I found some. Perfect. That's it, we're off. We're leaving Newbury today. It's very warm, it's up to 30 degrees. So Michael's just going to wind the boat. Just going to watch him round, and then we're going to go through the first lock. There it goes. It's quite tight space. There's a boat coming towards, which is always going to happen, isn't it? And we've got a bit of a squeak on. I don't know why. Don't know why we've got a bit of a squeak on. Higher boat coming the other way. Yeah, we've definitely got a squeak on. 2 boats coming. Second boat. Hats on, sun cream on. Well, I've got hat on and we've both got sun cream on. So backwards we go. Reasonably tight spaces, I think. Is he going to make it? Front end coming round now. Just giving him a quick push off the side. Once he's round, I'll just walk down to the lock and see if we can go through. I doubt it because there's actually 2 boats just gone through in front of us. Definitely going to have to take it in turns in the shade today. Just like we're doing a little bit of bow thrusting. Yeah, it's definitely warm. I'll just check in with the boss on the radio. All okay? Just realised I've not got my blackberry picking bag, because I'm going to come across loads and I can't not stop and pick them. It's a busy day today. Everybody's trying to keep out the heat later on, I think. First lock's must be a bit leaky. We're just having to open the paddles again to make it fill. Go on, shoo! 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 Go on, go that way. Go on, go! No, 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 no. No, go on, that's it, go on, that's it, go on, nearly, go on, no, 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 go on, that's it, go on, done. Swan's out of the lock, 2 boats in, successful. Alright, Captain, how was the first bit of the cruise?
I was a bit sketchy.
Busy? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
No boats for days.
No.
And then
I know.
to go to wind 2 boats.
Busy, busy. Paul, heave.
Amazing how something that weighs this much, once you get it going, you can see how the horses were able to pull them.
I think you've got the strength of a horse. I don't think I have today, but
I'm not sure I have ever.
lots of lock activity. Just thinking, it's what day is it? It's Wednesday, so there could be people taking boats back to where they need to be for getting back for hire at the end of the hiring period. It's definitely busy. If you wonder why I'm running, this is called the Getting Cold Water Dash. We suddenly realised, because we can't get any more water in Newbury, fresh water, we haven't really got much drinking water on board. We've got some, but not enough for a couple of hot days. So I'm out of breath now and I'm just running to Tesco's. Wasn't expecting a jog in the heat. That's alright, I get the heart working in one way or the other. Off we go. Here we go. This has been nice and cool in here. I'm just thinking this could be where I get down the aisle and there's absolutely no fresh water. Oh, there is. That's fine.
Sorry to see you come up.
I know, it was very close to getting squashed. We're in. I think if we could stay under the trees the whole way, that would be advantageous. But I don't think we're going to. Just got these 2 pins to secure it now so it doesn't topple over. Second one going in. All secure. Both gates open now. I need to go around and close that. Michael's doing his bit to help out, closing the gate. It's got to be a joint effort when it's so hot. Second lock. The boat seems really bare, not having the strawberry plants on top. Obviously they'd given us everything they needed to give. And it's also amazing how much extra room you get when I'm tying up. Just helps having that little bit extra space to moor the boat up. This lock clearly has gates that just open by magic. Harder, pull. Oh. Got to walk all the way around there to close that now. Back on the boat. Gonna do some lunch now, I think. Maybe a cool drink as well. One very quick sandwich for the captain.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Just going through the swing bridge. Fortunately there's plenty of shade if we lots and lots of trees, so you can be waiting to go into the lock or waiting to operate the lock, and we seem to be in shade, which is good. There's certainly no rush today whatsoever, let me tell you. It's far too hot to be rushing around. Boy, I'm officially hot now. Had just had my lunch, cup of tea. I think it's only a short lock landing, isn't it? I don't know where his walkie-talkie is. He just keeps gesticulating at me. So this is the stretch of the Kennet and Avon canal where the Kennet River comes in at a lot of places. If you were doing it at sort of back end or start of the season, the river would be a lot more in flow, and they tell you to be really careful. But I think at the moment, because the water levels are so low and we've just not had much rain at all, we've not had any rain, then there's not too much of a flow, which is good. It's not good because we need some rain desperately in this country. Yeah, just watch your footing.
It's alright.
Step onto the gas line, sweet. Step onto the gas line. Fourth lock of the day. That filled very quickly. Excellent, I like that. The thing I've noticed is that because it's so hot, when it's cooler you could tell where the water level was going to come up to on the lock. Because it's so hot and everything's drying out really quickly, you can't judge it at all. So it wasn't full. It's getting there now. You can see there's no watermarks on the side at all. The sun's just baking it off straight away. Potentially another swan problem. Am I going to get that gate closed before they come in? Yes.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
Last lock, hopefully, and it's Monkey Marsh Lock, which is very historic. It's an iron-sided lock, from what I can remember, an open-sided lock, 1718 and 1723. That was it, because we said it was 300 years old. And you can see here how it fell into disrepair. Empty, so we're going to fill it. So it's basically a natural habitat now, and they let the water fill and empty, and it obviously hydrates all the plants, and it's a bit of a natural habitat for, I'm certain, for lots of birds and insects. Just a bit of drama. The downstream paddles are open, and I'm not certain whether they're supposed to be like that, and that's how you're supposed to leave the lock, but Michael's having to do a bit of a run. So hopefully after Monkey Marsh Lock we're going to moor. We've done 5 miles, 3 miles and 5 locks, and that's enough for today. It's what, 20 past 3, so we've been going for nearly 3 hours. So yeah, enough in the heat. We're both ready for find some shade and stop. Hopefully we'll find a little spot to moor, but I know Thatcham can be quite tight. There are some moorings before the bridge, and then there are some sort of wilder moorings in the reeds after the bridge. I was just thinking as I was stood here in the baking heat, things to watch out for when it's really hot. Obviously dehydration is the key. The second is don't touch the boat anywhere on the boat, because it's absolutely scorching, and yeah, we push the bow off when we leave somewhere. Fortunately we've got the cratch cover there, which is like a PVC leather, and so you can touch there, but anywhere else is not great at all. So those are probably the 2 key things, and keep the curtains closed on the side of the boat where the sun is. Get all the windows open. If you're on a long cruise, we'd leave the bow doors open, but if we're going through locks, we don't tend to leave the bow doors open, just in case of accidents, or if the boat gets a bit too close to, particularly if you're going up in a lock, if the boat gets too close to the front of the lock and you get some water spilling over onto the front of the boat from the paddock, from the water coming in. But yeah, just keep all the windows open, curtains closed on the relevant side, and just make certain you share it and you find some shade from time to time. Even go down below if you get too hot, and restrict the amount of times that you're cruising. I think that's also really important. I think the hottest part of today is going to be around 5 o'clock, where it's going to be about 33 degrees. So that's really, really hot. So we're going to be moored up by then and hopefully find some shade. We hope we will. So these are the lock gates, and inside the lock gates it says, I think they were rebuilt in 2011, and the weight of each of the gates is 1,594 kilos. Would you ever be able to push 1,594 kilos? But you can when you're in a lock. It's incredible. I mean, that's so heavy. So we're going down in Monkey Marsh Lock. So we can see the construction of it. It's completely different to any other lock that we go into. There's no solid sides. There's plants and vegetation growing. It's quite unique on the Kennet and Avon, this. And this lock was rebuilt in the 1990s. And whilst they were rebuilding it, they actually found some artefacts from the 1800s in the lock. As we're going down, all the vegetation in the sides. could be all sorts of things in there. There's no shade here at all, so Michael's sat in the full sun. Mind you, so am I. Oh, you can see there are some sides, probably. No, yeah, no, they're metal. I've not spotted anything crawling yet. Look at that blue sky. It's gorgeous. There it says, rebuilt July 1990. 3.5 miles from Newbury and 16 miles to Reading from here. Been abandoned. Michael's had to go back up to Monkey Marsh Lock to open the downstream paddle. So apparently, well, a gentleman who was shading and keeping in the shade has just said they need to be left open. So anyway, gone to sort it out. So I'm just hovering midstream now. I don't think there's any moorings here. I think we might end up in the reeds on the far side of the bridge. Look at all those reeds. There's absolutely loads of them. I'm not engaging the engine, or the prop I should say, unless I need to. Just because we don't want those around the propeller. There's loads. Anyway, the good news is he's got his mooring spot on the recognised moorings, so it's perfect. And I think I can even see a shady tree. So good day. Not a good day to you, it's a good day. We're moored. We're done. That is it, done for the day. Line secure, and more importantly, within 2 minutes of mooring, the chairs are out. We're going to be sitting there very, very soon. The end of one hot and sticky day. Nearly a full moon, and Monkey Marsh Lock takes on a completely different guise at night. What makes us happy in the world? Looking at nature and just soaking up all of the smells and sounds and sights, and just being in the middle of nowhere.